Welcome to the Swing Clinic. I'm PGA golf professional Jimmy Hanlin.
And I'm Fox Sports' Holly Sonders. And today we're at Elk River Club in Banner Elk, North Carolina. A hidden gem here, tucked away, Jimmy.
Oh, up in the mountains. I mean, their practice facility is even beautiful. And
Really
today,
beautiful.
we're going to work on, Holly, the driver we're going to start out with. We're going to help you hit the tee ball better, all the way down to the short game, chipping around the greens, a little bit of putt.
Sounds like a plan. The last time you worked with me was about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
The wheels have come off a little bit. I need to tune up, as does everybody else at home. And I hope you're ready because we have our friends from Orange Whip also joining us with some extra expertise. It'll be a party. Glad to have you with us.
Let's go hit it. All right, Holly, we're going to start the show with the driver today, and we're going to talk about how to get a little more power and how people can rotate their body to hit the golf ball better.
Great.
So set up to it right away. What I want you to show, Holly, and you've been around the game enough, and you've been done enough instruction to see that typically people think the golf swing needs to go up and down. You know, you watch the old guys, right, when they played the tour, and that the club was very vertical.
And we
and
mean
up and
old, we mean the seasoned players.
Yeah, correct. Seasoned players. That's exactly what I meant. But so show them a little bit of what we're talking about, where the arms just kind of go up.
And there's no body involved.
No
and
body.
That's why you're
Yeah,
losing all that distance.
Yeah,
so
they
it's just
pick their arms up. And look, Holly's got her club almost to parallel, which is kind of the key of what we always want to get the driver, right? And she just kind of lifted her arms up, and it kind of looks pretty good. It looks like it could be in a good golf position.
No, though.
But the problem, no power from there, right? Go ahead and show what. If she would swing the club from there, take it to the top, you don't even have to hit it. Just show them.
I can hit it, too, whatever you want.
Do it. Yep, hit it.
Had no
power, right?
distance here.
Yeah, she had nothing to unwind. Got very steep. That's why you popped it up a little bit, right? And we see that in a lot of amateur players that we play events with, because they don't wind their body up. They just lift their arms up to get it to the top.
And some of these guys are in very good shape, and I hate it because it's almost wasted. You're spending all the time in the gym not to get that leverage and all that lag, and now you'll explain it.
That's a perfect point right there. Is that this is a lot of times we see people that are like in good condition and have the
hitting
ability
at 180,
to do it.
and that's why.
For sure. So go ahead and set up your normal setup right now.
Sure.
This is a great drill for you to do at home if you feel like you're not getting enough power. Now, all I want you to do is take your right foot and drop it straight backwards. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Okay. Good. So now what that's going to help Holly is, go ahead and take it back. It's going to have her feel that she has enough room to rotate behind the golf ball from here. So now look how much she's been able to turn and get behind the golf ball. So now she's got her body and her arms synced up together, and she's turned and rotated. What will also happen is this club's going to work around you a little bit more, too. That's important. We want this club working around you. We don't need it to get vertical. So go ahead and make a turn. Don't hit it there. Just feel that turn that you can make.
Really
see,
get it
there
back.
you go.
Wow.
See how much she gets behind it. That feels good, right?
Here.
That's exactly where we want it. That's where we want that power. Now, also, she'll get the feeling of swinging a golf club from the inside a little bit more, and you'll probably start the ball out to the right, and it'll turn over a little bit. But that's really not the key. The key is really just to feel that big turn you're going to get with the body. So allow yourself to hit some balls that way.
Okay.
Yep.
Full speed or?
Yep, full speed, and feel that rotation. That's the key. Good, see?
Nice.
And you should hook it, just like you just did. So do that again real quick. And feel that big rotation in the back. It's all about this drill. Again, it's a drill, so I want to get you to feel how much you can really turn if you're this way. Feel yourself get into that right side like you said.
Whoa, yes. My swing path has been all jacked up lately.
Yep.
So that gets me right back in the slot where I need to be.
Yep.
It's why I go to the gym. Thank you so much.
Good job.
And we're going to work our way down now, right?
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to work our way down. We're going to work on setup, get to the chipping, the putting, and Holly's friends from the Orange Whip is going to join us too. All coming up right after the break.
Welcome back to Swing Clinic. Jimmy has already cured my slice this morning and helped me get behind the ball better with my driver. And now we're working our way down. I got an 8-iron in my hand. And what are we working on?
Well, first of all, we just want to stay on this practice range at Elk River as long as we can, right? I mean, this is as good a practice facility as I've ever been on.
Absolutely
it's
beautiful.
Awesome. So I know you spent a little time. You know Tom Watson, right?
Yeah.
I've got to watch a lot of stuff. I've seen him give clinics before about staying in your posture through the golf swing. And as old as Tom Watson is, and he's still playing tremendous golf, and his golf swing stays nice and long, part of the reason he can do that is how well he stays in his posture when he sets up to the golf ball. And I know this sounds trivial and not that great, but if you want to strike the golf ball consistently, this is one of the most important tips that we'll ever give you right here. So set up to a golf ball, Holly, like you typically would. Now what I want you to do once you get set up is grab your golf club and just hold it with 2 hands on each end like that. We'll put it right up against your hip flexors and push them like backwards a little bit. Good. That's a position that we want Holly in, where she's bending in her hip flexors. She's not bending in her back. She's not bending in her knees. So that's a good athletic position right there. And most of us can get in that position pretty easy and we'll be okay. Go ahead and set up to it with the golf ball now.
Okay.
Now that Holly's in this position though, the big key for all of you is staying in that position throughout your backswing and throughout into impact. So let's take it back to the top. As you see, as Holly takes the club back to the top and she rotates, she still stays in that position. Many of you, what we see is you'll go ahead and you'll stand up out and show them what that looks like. She'll actually lose her
here
flex.
I am.
Yep.
Where you want to be.
Right.
All good, all good. But it only works if you do it, like you said, all the way through.
Right.
So a lot of times it's easy to get a little bit lazy.
For sure.
And you get it back here and you kind of come up with it.
Yeah, stand up. Take it to the top like that even, just so they see what it looks. Yeah, see how she comes out of her posture that way because she stood
Straighten up.
So now it's so hard to get back into that same position at the back. So go ahead and do it again. So take it to the top and do it correctly.
Here
so
we
now,
go.
yep, gets in that right position. Now she's gonna do it correctly, take it to the top. Here's the next key. On her way down into impact, she still has to hold that position. So as you go ahead and start down, you still wanna hold that flexion in that position. And again, this is many times when people stand up, you know, they come up out of it and they lose that flexion. So you want that little L here to stay through the backswing and down into impact. So hit a golf ball here, Holly, and feel that staying in that position the whole time. It's so important. Good. And that's why she's able to stay on balance so well, because she keeps that flexion so well. So, all right, we're gonna add something to that right now.
Okay.
So the next problem, and one of the things that we see is people kind of scooping and helping the golf ball up. Well, what we want to happen is we want you to hit the golf ball first. The only way for you to do that is to get onto your left side, get onto your left foot. So go ahead and set up to it.
Okay, again, every time.
Get in that good position.
Here we go.
Good. So key for Holly and what we want her to do is to be able to take it to the top, is to get her weight to her left side. A great drill and a great thought process for you guys is the only way for you to get onto your left foot, go ahead and start down, would be that this leg will actually be able to touch this leg at impact. So when you get into that position, that leg should almost be able to touch that other leg at impact. If it doesn't touch that other leg, that means you're hanging on the right side. So show them what it looks like when they do it wrong, when they can't get to there and they stay on that right side.
First of all, posture.
There you go. Take it to the top. Yep, start down. Good. See how she hangs on her right side? She would never get this leg to touch this leg or get on her left side because of that. Now show them kind of the right position.
And you can feel it. You can feel when you finish like you actually got through the ball, but you didn't. You didn't. You should have all the weight over here. And like Jimmy said, your knees can almost touch. And I have knee problems. This is something that I really struggle with because I'm not so flexible in this knee. And I find myself straightening up, and that's when I hit the poor shots.
Yeah, for sure. Take a practice swing, even without the golf ball, and feel yourself get to a point where you're off your right side and your legs are almost touching at impact. There you go. Get there. Good. See how close she can get to that position right there. That's a great drill if you hang back on your right side. Almost feel like you're trying to get that right leg touching your left leg from there. Hit us a golf ball there and really make sure you get on that left side.
Okay. And again, it may not be great. Your timing may be way off, but again, you practice this.
Good. All right, so everybody's always asking me, how do I spin those little golf shots, you know, around the greens? Holly can do it. Yeah, it's really fun. Holly can do it. I'm going to show you how to be able to do it too. All next, right here on the Swing.
Welcome back to Swing Clinic. Jimmy and I today are at Elk River Club in Banner Elk, North Carolina. Jimmy, I said it's a hidden gem, but you're the hidden gem, actually. Fixing my driver so far, my short irons, and now we've moved down to these treacherous shots, small pitches into the green.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people were
make me nervous,
panicking with this water in front of them right now. But the one question I get outside of how do I hit the golf ball further, and I'm sure you get it when you play in a lot of your celebrity events, how do I get that wedge to spin a little bit, right? Everybody wants to be able to hit that spinner wedge. First of all, we probably don't want to hit that here because that pins back and we want to drive it back there. So we're going to hit two different shots for you, and I'm going to show you how to hit both of them today. Learn how to spin it a little more, but also learn how to hit that shot that drives back into the green. First, setup's very important. So go ahead and set up over it, Holly. So first thing I want Holly to do, I'm going to take her club away. I want you to just stand there. I want you to be a tripod. You look like a tripod right now, holding up one of those cameras, right? So what I need her to do now is her arms are hanging down. Everything's kind of even right now. So what I need her to do is I want to move this way. I don't want you to, I just want you to slide your left hip this way and move your weight onto your left foot. Nope, stay there, stay where you're at. Just slide the hip. There you go, move there, see? So now all she's done, her center's still here. she's just slid her hip a little bit that way. That's going to allow her to easily get onto her left side here because we don't want a lot of movement in this shot.
Right.
You know, this is a shot that you don't want to be moving around a lot. So all she's done is just slid a little bit to that left side. Good. But it's not her whole body. It's just kind of her hip. She's moved the middle of the tripod that way. So it looks good. Good from that side of it. Secondly, most people think to hit the golf ball and spin it, right, they want to hit down on it more. It's actually not the case in this position right here. So I'm going to use my little stick here from Stitch Golf, and I'm going to show you 2 different angles. First one I want Holly to take some swings, and we're going to come in from a little higher angle. That's a little steeper. So feel like you're coming down on that angle right there, right? Come down a little steeper and on that angle. Take me some practice swings. Steeper, good, and on an angle. This is the shot that's going to allow Holly to drive it down lower into this green a little bit, but she's not going to probably spin it as much. This will release a little bit more. She's holding on to it through impact. So go ahead and hit a shot just like that, coming in a little steeper.
It's good to take some grass here. It's good to take a divot here.
Absolutely, it's going to, yep. So again, she's going to, move over.
Shift forward a little bit.
Get set up. She's going to get a little steeper in her angle of attack. Follow that line right there. Good. And she drives it back to that green, and that ball released. See how it wouldn't stop? And we didn't want it to stop. That was the shot that we were trying to hit. Now we want to teach Holly how to hit that shot that might spin a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her take some practice swings here, and I'm going to make that angle that she's swinging it a little bit less. We're going to come in a little more shallow angle there. Good. What you'll feel here, Holly, you'll feel like you're working underneath the golf ball a little bit here. You're going to feel like, again, because that angle's a little less steep, you're going to work underneath it a little bit. That's going to help her create some speed through the ball. She'll hold on to this shot. It'll go a little higher, but it'll actually stop and spin a little bit. So again, take some practice swing. Take me one practice swing and stay right on that same angle. Yep. A lot. You're not going to take as big a divot like Holly said.
I'm brushing the grass is what I feel here.
Yep, good. Speed's important for this shot. Good, and she hit it a little higher, so that ball's going to spin. Now, again, she's going to have to hit this a little bit harder because it's going to go higher. You can hit one more for us real quick while I'm talking. It's going to go higher, so she's going to have to create a little more speed and hit a little bit farther. So, again, shallower angle into the green. Much better. Higher, and that ball's going to stop a little quicker because it comes up there a little bit softer. When we come back, Holly's going to hang out with the guys from Orange Whip. We're going to show you some great stuff they have. Just came out. It's new, and she loves it.
Welcome back to Swing Clinic. Glad you're with us. And we're now joined by a special guest, Bryan Newman, who holds a very long and important title here at Elk River Club. He's a director of golf and fitness and also co-founder of Golf Fitness X. What's up?
That was awesome. Nailed it. Well, thanks for having me. So
Always.
Fun to be on the show. And obviously, goal of Swing Clinic to make people better.
Of course.
So
of course.
You're
but you have your own
on,
tools here.
That's right. We got the whole kit. So this is originally the Orange Peel that you're standing on. Some of you may be familiar with it. Golf Fitness X and Orange Whip have partnered together. And what we've done is we've now hijacked this thing, added some bands, some connection points, and we've got the light speed as well.
Yep.
So what we're going to talk about is, you travel around, you do Swing Clinic, you play golf. Hit me with the 2 worst things you see from amateurs.
In pro-ams, always see them sliding their hips. And we touched on that a little bit earlier in the show. Jimmy tried to help. I know you have another way to help everybody, and also over the top.
Okay,
always over the top. And I do it too.
Over the top, sliding the hips. What's even worse than that is somebody does it at the same time, right?
It happens.
So what we've got here is I'm going to put you through some movements that are going to address both of those.
Right.
They're going to create resistance during that position, so your body's going to have to understand how to fight against it and recruit the right muscles. And then we're going to assist the movement pattern and make it better. And that's going to allow you to improve the coordination aspect. So as a golf instructor, all day, every day, we get the student fixed. All of a sudden, they leave me. They come back, same problem, right? So
I do that too.
Yeah, when they go to practice, they don't have a way to move correctly.
Okay.
I mean, I can pull them around, but now we've got a tool to do that. All right, so what we're going to do, you can see we've got some bands here. We're going to throw some resistance on.
And I have the belt on that just comes with this.
Yes, Holly's
with the kit.
already got it. She actually wears it all the time.
Right,
She
I
had
love it.
when
My
she got here.
superhero belt, right.
Yeah, we didn't even have to add it to the kit. So we've got resistance to the light speed. You can see we've got connectivity to the back of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you slide and you're going to fight against that. Okay, so we're going to talk about the downswing.
Right, this is pulling me this way.
100%. So your hips are now wanting to move forward.
In this.
And you can see that band. So go ahead and take it up to the top.
Okay.
And what this is going to do is it's going to make you move laterally.
Absolutely.
And this is going to try to pull it out. So there's your best friend in the Pro-Am. Slide over the top. So what I want you to do is I want you to fight this, and I want you to try to go ahead and take it up to the top. I want you to make sure that you hold this back, and I want you to try to pull your left hip back towards me and rotate, right, as you go down. Okay, so keep turning, keep turning. So you're having to post into that left side, fight against that resistance. Is that talking to you?
I feel it all the way up.
So go ahead
this
and do
is a
that.
workout too, folks. It really
the word
is.
workout, it was said. I didn't say it. You did.
Oh.
Okay, do you see how Holly kept that back? Had to fight against
it. It is pulling me. Like I am really resisting it right now.
She's fighting the over the top. The bands are trying to get her over there. She's fighting the slide. We're trying to post there. So you're going to feel for that, couple reps. Your body is getting a good feel for that, right? So now we're going to help you get in the correct spot.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So by fighting that and your muscles are contracting, your joints are understanding how to work against that and firing, it's going to allow you to now hit this other side a little bit easier.
Perfect.
So we're going to assist, we call this. So I'm going to hook this up. Now I'm going to pull this back and down. Do you see how this is going to, oh, you already started turning on me there, right? And then the other thing we're going to do is now we're going to set this connection back as well. And go ahead and take it up to the top. Initiate that downswing. And what's going to happen? Oh, rotation. And that club fell and shallowed behind you.
Wow, there is none of this.
Can't do it.
Can't be any
I
of
dare
this.
you. Try again. I dare you. Oh,
You can't.
She's strong.
It's right in the right spot.
100%.
You don't need an instructor for this.
No.
You can just.
So what you're able to do is that if you're diagnosed with Holly's prescription, right? Slide her over the top.
My
It's
own
about
ailment too.
all of us are. You hop on this thing. It's going to, again, work the muscles you need. And then we can train the proper coordination. So we're doing two things at the same time. Can you name those? We're not sliding and we're not over the top anymore. We're maybe exercising and practicing.
No, I said it's a workout at the same time.
That's right.
And it always is. I endorse this because the appeal and everything, Golf Fitness X, because it is a workout and you can do it quickly and it fixes all of your swing flaws while you're working out.
That's right.
I'm sweating every time. All right, coming up next, Jimmy Hanlin. Maybe you're not.
The Jimmy Hanlin.
He's going to fix your putting.
He's here? He's here?
Yes, that's the reaction.
Oh, okay.
We're headed to the putting green coming up next. Welcome back to Swing Clinic, our final little segment here. And the most important part, Jimmy. I need some help with my putting.
Stick,
Yes, give me something.
So putting is so target oriented, you know? When you shoot a gun, you know, you just don't like shoot it out there and hope it hits something.
I would hope not.
I watch people putt and like the hole is only this big, but I feel like they just kind of get up there and just kind of hit it and wish, you know? You have to pick targets in golf. When people struggle with the short putting, I think that, you know, they're just looking at the hole. They hope that they get that face lined up kind of good. And they're, you know, they just don't make their targets small enough, okay? So that's what we're gonna try to help you do in golf right now. This is a drill right here, Holly, that I've seen used by many teaching professionals, and it's great. You have a little 3-foot putt. You struggle with 3-footers?
Absolutely.
You do? Okay, so what we're gonna do is, instead of that hole being obviously as big as a golf hole, the only way that you can knock this ball off is by hitting the tee. This is a great drill for juniors too, to make sure they understand a target. So you hit the putt, good, and you just knock it off. So just move down the line, hit more 3-footers from this side right here. And again, we're focusing on that tee, good, instead of the golf hole. Now, next time you stand up to a 3-footer, that hole's gonna feel like it's 3 feet big because you have to hit the tee, right? Good. And it's more focused. That's the key right now is it's very hard to focus Holly, I will tell you right now. She's focusing right now, which is important. And so again, 3-footer, she just stepped up and hit those like they were nothing because she had something smaller to focus on. If that was a golf hole, they'd all went dead center in the middle.
Aim small, miss small. Do you remember what movie that is?
No, I don't. What is it?
Mel Gibson, The Patriot.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
All right, I learned something new from you every day. All right, let's walk over here. We're gonna do the same type of thing. Okay. So when it comes to longer putts, it's really the same thing, Holly. So again, I'm gonna give you 2 targets here. This is gonna be our first target. This putt's uphill and it breaks hopefully just a little bit left if we've read it properly. So number 1, we don't wanna just look at an area up here. That's no good, okay?
Right.
What we wanna do is we wanna look at in an area up in here where we wanna start the ball, where we want it to go. So we've made a little field goal post for you here. Number 2, though, the second thing that I want Holly to focus on is it's an uphill putt. So if she's just focusing right here, she's probably going to leave it short. So I've put a ball out here because I want her to focus on hitting it through that gate and then getting to this golf ball. That'll take away for that uphill a little bit. Let's see it. Good. Bad read by your caddy because you did exactly what I told you to do. But again, it made you focus not only on hitting the golf ball on the right line here, but it also focused on the speed right here too. So Holly, I think it's real important when we're working on our putting to focus a little more than we typically do. Again, we get on these putting greens, I think we get more worried about what could potentially happen.
And then trust yourself. Once you're over it, you've got the line, you know what you're doing, you're focused in, maybe a little intermediate target. That's kind of what that was.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
It's really what it was.
And the greats do it. You know, I mean, the great putters in the world do it. Nicholas did it. They pick spots out. They do it in their full, game when they're hitting full shots. You're always wanting to pick things out. It's hard to do here at Elk River because the greens are perfect, but you want to pick spots out and focus, like you said, a little smaller. Aim small, miss small, my new words.
And what a day we've had.
Yeah, great place here, man. I love Elk River.
You fine-tuned everything in my game in 30 minutes. That's what we do. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody at Orange Whip. Those guys, those products, I am a believer. I am a spokesperson for them, and not because of the money. Honestly, I believe in these products. I believe in their Golf Fitness X tools and all that equipment. Everything they're doing is really, it's quick and it can help your game.
Yeah, it's great stuff. And thanks to the people here at Elk River also. And want to thank you for watching us this week too on the Swing Clinic.